This is the Mahindra XUV7XO, which is the facelift of the 700. This is the key of the vehicle, which is similar to the BEVs, but you can't move the car ahead and behind like in the case of the BEVs. In terms of the design, well, they have literally lifted the face of the vehicle with the new grille, with new lights and a new bumper as well. In fact, new fog lamps. This is actually the cornering lamp. The aero curtain has been removed. So yes, it's an evolutionary design change, not a revolutionary one. Now this is the petrol engine, which is obviously super refined. Both the petrol and diesel engines are the most powerful in the segment, offering great performance, but no mechanical change as such. However, they have a new suspension known as Da Vinci. 19-inch wheels. Yes, top end variant gets a bigger alloy wheel. However, I do not like the design of the alloy wheel. Dimensionally, it's the same as before, but I'm disappointed by the fact they have not given us sliding center row of seats, because the third row, it just does not have space for adults at all. New color scheme, which is nice. It gets the Boss mode from the 9S, the electric Boss mode, wireless phone charger, triple screen setup, which is standard across all variants. Even the base one has it. 12.3 inch, 12.3 inch, another 12.3 inch, and gets a new steering wheel as well, which I simply don't like. Only space is really nice here, but I wish the seats were sliding ahead and behind, but that just does not happen. Ventilated rear seats, but the button is placed out of sight, which is not such a good thing, but the cabin definitely feels quite premium now. The rear section obviously similar to the 9S, full LED lights, dynamic swipe indicators, but only 2 rear parking sensors, and they've added a lot more features to this car. First and foremost, the seats and the color and all, superb. I really like it. It gets a 16-speaker Harman Kardon sound system, which is better than the 12-speaker Sony system. However, there is no heads-up display, unfortunately, and the steering feels a bit too big. Now, this screen has become easier to browse through because they have made changes how you operate it. So yeah, that is better. You can see the blind view monitor. This screen obviously has a lot more features. Yeah, it's slick to operate, but it's not the same as the BEVs. Size is same, but you know, the UI is different. In fact, they've improved the quality of the cameras. They have a better radar as well, and they have a faster processor too. Now, this is the passenger screen, which seems to have a privacy filter, so you can't really see it from the other side, which is actually a nice thing, and you get a lot of apps, so you can obviously do a lot of things. It gets a 540-degree camera, which I'm just going to activate right now. It's a bit difficult to activate that. Yeah, 540-degree camera, which is kind of cool. It gets an auto-dimming IRVM finally. Meanwhile, what they have done is they've removed the 2 rows of physical switches. One had 2 rotary dials for the air conditioning and another row for various buttons, but this is a touch panel which is not easy to use, so it's a step back in this regard. I honestly don't understand why they're removing physical buttons, because the physical buttons were so good to operate here, but Mahindra's like, let's put everything in the touchscreen, which I'm not really impressed by. Let's rev the motor. Oh my goodness, revs till 4000 RPM this petrol engine, which is nice. The horn is nice and loud, but I don't like the steering wheel, and I wish there were more physical buttons and more features in this car, because there is scope.